What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. Now, since January is pretty much over, I decided to do my top 10 favorite movies of January. Because I gotta say, most of the time, January is usually the dumping ground for films. And sometimes January is usually not the best month for films. But I gotta say, this month of January was not that bad for movies, to be honest with you. It wasn't a great month, but it was pretty solid. So I decided. So pretty much, here's my top 10 favorite movies of January. All right, coming in at number 10 is probably a little unknown movie that probably lots of people haven't even heard of or seen, and it's the comedy called I Hate Kids. Now, in it, Tom Everett Scott, who you might know from That Thing You Do, plays a man who pretty much is about to get married, and he's also like an author and he wrote a book titled "I Hate Kids," hence the movie. And so one day, at the brink of his wedding, he is surprised when a kid comes to him and let him know that he's pretty much the kid's dad, and so they gotta go. So they decide to go out on a road trip with a magician played by Tyrus Burgess, not a magician, a psychic. I meant. And so they go out on a road trip to find the kid's mother and all. It's actually a really good little film. Tom Everett Scott was really good. Tyrus Burgess was really amazing. Definitely check this one out. I think you'll probably enjoy it. I mean, it's not gonna be a movie for everyone, but it's still pretty decent. Coming in at number 9 is The Kid Who Would Be King. Now I pretty much just did my review for this yesterday, and I gotta say, Kid Who Would Be King is a pleasant surprise. It is fun. The effects is pretty cool. The kid in this, Louis Circus, was really good here. Joe Cornish did a good job at directing. I mean, this is probably the best King Arthur movie we've had in years. let me put it that way. I mean, the King Arthur stuff is a little hard to. I guess it's not really have like King Arthur just having seems like a lot of studios can't really get a King Arthur movie set really well, but they did a really good job with Kid Who Would Be King, and yeah, too bad it didn't do so well in the box office, because I'll be down to see a sequel to this. Coming in at number 8 is Escape Room. Now this was also a surprise. For one, it's directed by the guy who last directed Insidious Last Key, and that was just god awful. So I was a little skeptical about Escape Room, despite me digging the trailer. And I gotta say, it was not that bad of a film. I mean, who knew a horror movie set in like those escape rooms you go in could work so well? It worked really well. I really like the lead actress Taylor Russell. Kind of want to see her in more stuff in the future. Logan Miller was really good. Deborah Ann Woll from Daredevil fame was good. If you guys haven't seen Escape Room, definitely give this one a go. And I'm really glad it did so well in the box office, because I'll be down to see a sequel, because the ending of Escape Room kind of leaves a film opening with a sequel. So let's see what happens there. Coming in at number 7 is actually a Netflix movie, and that is called Polar. Now this one stars Mads Mikkelsen, and it has like a John Wick feel to it, but this movie is more violent than John Wick. I mean, who can find a violent movie that's even more violent than John Wick? Look no further than Polar. This movie is gory. I mean, if you love a gory action movie like John Wick or anything like that, definitely check out Polar, because this was really fun. And it also started, like I said, it had Mads Mikkelsen, who's always awesome. Vanessa Hudgens was good in this. Matt Lucas was a pretty good villain. It also had a good cinematography too. I mean, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out Polar yet, it's on Netflix. Give it a go. Definitely, if you're into violent action movies, I think you'll probably enjoy Polar. All right, coming in at number 6 is Dragon Ball Super Broly. Now, I'm not the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan, But lots of people was raving about this, so I was like, you know what, I'll probably check it out. And I gotta say, this is probably my favorite Dragon Ball Z based thing we've had. It is actually really cool. I mean, it's really funny. The animation was pretty cool. Broly is a beast. I mean, that dude, works out. Like, holy cow! Can't believe how much like that dude is buff. I mean, you would not want me mess with Broly in a dark alley. I mean, yeah. And like I said, they do another Dragon Ball movie for deers. I'll probably give that one a go too. So yeah, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, I think you'll enjoy Broly. Coming in at number 5 is Canal Street. Now this stars Bryce White Gray, who you might remember know as Hakeem on Fox's hit show Empire. Well, in this, he plays a young man who gets arrested for a crime he didn't commit. Because in the film, a white student gets shot, and lots of people and Bryce Sher's character gets arrested because they think that he was involved somehow, and his dad, played by Mikey Lai Williamson, is trying to get him acquitted and trying to prove that his son is innocent and all. This was a really intense movie. I mean, Bryce White Gray, I thought he was really good in this film. But Guy Pfeiffer gave a good performance. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Canal Street, definitely give this one a go when you get a chance to. I mean, it's not really that much of a well-known movie either, because it's more of like a smaller fair film. But it's actually really decent. And the twist the twist at the end was an interesting twist that I did not see coming at all. So, all right, coming in at number 4 is A Dog's Way Home. I thought this was a really cute little film. I mean, Bryce Dallas Howard as the voice of the dog in this was pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty much a adventure journey with a dog, trying finding its way home. And that big that mountain lion in this. I mean, that mountain lion looked realistic. Such cool visual effects on that thing. And if you're a dog lover, I think you'll enjoy A Dog's Way Home. All right, coming in at number 3 is another Netflix movie, and that is called The Last Laugh. Now, this here stars two legends. It stars Chevy Chase and Richard Dreyfuss. Dreyfuss is also in Polar, by the way, so he actually appeared in 2 Netflix movies in January. And in it, Chevy Chase goes to a retirement home, and there he meets his former manager, played by Richard Dreyfuss, and together they embark on a journey to for a comedy tour together. It's really, I know it was really good. I mean, of course, I'm biased because I'm a sucker for road trip movies. I don't know what is it, just road trip movies I always had a thing for. And I also really like the chemistry between both Richard Dreyfuss and Chevy Chase. Who doesn't love Chevy Chase? I mean, come on. Richard Dreyfuss is, of course, a legend. Yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't seen The Last Laugh by now, it's, like I said, it's on Netflix. Definitely check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Coming in at number 2 is Glass. Now, lots of people will probably be like, wait, Glass is not your number 1 favorite? I meant Glass. I really dug Glass, but, I didn't really love it or anything like that. I just thought it was pretty cool. Sam Jackson, it was pretty cool to see him back as the role of Glass. Bruce Willis this is probably his better performance he's done in pretty much in years. James McAvoy is probably the best part of the whole movie. I thought he was terrific. I mean, even people who didn't like the movie can't deny of how good James McAvoy was in this. Definitely, M. Night Shyamalan is seriously on the road, with The Visit, Split, and now Glass. It's safe to say the Shamhammer is officially back. I'm hoping M. Night Shyamalan does another one, another film after this, because I'm really happy to see M. Night Shyamalan pretty much making like some sort of a comeback now, you know? And hey, he deserves it. And I gotta say, too bad M. Night Shyamalan isn't planning to do another like a fourth like a fourth glass film, because I would love to have seen maybe like another one, but hey, since Glass did pretty well, who knows? Maybe M. Night Shyamalan will decide to do another one. Anyway, now my number one favorite movie of January is The Upside. Now, of course, this was the the North America remake of the French movie The Untouchables. No, I think it was called The Intouchables, I believe. Can't remember the actual. But of course, it starred Kevin Hart, Bryan Cranston, Nicole Kidman was amazing. Such a good film. It was pretty much a movie about friendship. It had good performances by both Hart and Cranston. Neil Berger did a pretty good job at directing. This is probably my favorite Neil Berger movie because he doesn't really do a whole lot of great stuff. But The Upside is probably his best movie, in my opinion. And if you guys haven't seen The Upside, definitely check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, I Hate Kids. 9, The Kid Who Would Be King. 8, Escape Room. 7, Polar. 6, Dragon Ball Super Broly. 5, Canal Street. 4, A Dog's Way Home. 3, The Last Laugh. 2, Glass. 1, The Upside. Now, there's like a few other films that got released in January. But most of the films I'm about to list actually got released in December, but I actually ended up seeing them in January because they got like wire releases in January. So I saw Stan and Ollie, Destroyer, and On the Basis of Sex, which were pretty good. And there's a few films in January that was not good. I mean, no way I'm adding Replicas in my best list. I also saw Serenity. That movie just is terrible. So pretty much I saw mainly 2 bad movies in January. And the rest was pretty decent. I mean, yeah, January's not that bad this year. But let me leave it to you guys. What were some of your favorite movies you saw this January? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.